Welcome back, everyone. This is CrunchTime Season 12, Episode 6, Part 2.
Yep.
In the first part, we talked about the women's basketball and the men's basketball and their tournament championships and just how everything went. We're now going to tackle baseball, softball, and all of our other spring sports. Again, I'm Sarah. This is Dylan. This is Will. Will, before we get into all that, how was your spring break?
My spring break was cool. Went back home. Mom and dad put me through hard labor. Got to eat a lot of good food.
Free labor.
Free labor, yeah, free labor. I didn't get paid for it. I was allowed to sleep in the house, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, hard labor, but yeah. Watched the WBC, World Baseball Classic.
Oh, yeah.
Opening day is starting today. The Giants and the Yankees play tonight at 7. Opening day is truly tomorrow. But yeah, my spring break was cool. Just watching a lot of baseball. Getting put through labor.
MLB, the show 26.
MLB, the show 26. I played that a lot. It came out last Friday. I have not stopped playing since last Friday, so it's been a great.
Somebody
go
smell his gaming chair. Somebody go smell his gaming chair.
Please don't.
It's getting a little wicked.
I don't play it that much, bro. You gotta leave, bro.
Hey, it's okay. My gaming chair is a little wicked from the weekend. I ain't moved. I was on 2K all weekend.
I'm glad I'm a girl. Anyways, let's start off with baseball and their series against Lipscomb this past weekend. They lost to their conference opponent Lipscomb a game of 1-2. The first game was a loss 11-8. Cole Johnson drove a career high with 5 RBIs, 2 home runs, and one of them being a grand slam. In game 2, we won 12-8. The Govs started off hot and then scored 5 runs in the second inning. And then game 3, we lost 19-5. Ty Wisdom was able to get on base, and Cole Johnson's 2-run shot brought it to a 1-score game. Can we talk a little bit about these games, Will?
Man, it was.
Dylan, let me know.
I was at all 3 games. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I got there Friday. I was a witness to Cole Johnson hitting a grand slam.
And before you go into that, bro, remember I texted you?
Yeah, he texted
me. Let me set it up. I'm watching the game. You know, I didn't want to be outside. It was kind of hot, kind of all the bugs and stuff. I didn't want messing with it. So I'm watching the game at the crib. I watched it. What was it, third inning, right?
It was about third, fourth inning.
Yeah, something right there, right? So watching the game, I go to use the bathroom. I literally hear the TV, it's a grand slam! I'm running back to the I'm from the bathroom. I'm like, there is no way I literally missed a grand slam. I think it was the first pitch.
It was first pitch fastball.
So I text Will, I go, there's no way I literally just missed a grand slam. He said, yeah, he bombed it. And now I'm sitting on the couch sad for like another 3 innings. So, because you don't see a grand slam every day. So I was like visibly hurt. Missing the grand slam. Then I'll let you get to the rest of that.
But
so
yeah,
I was just hurt, bro.
But yeah, he was hurt. I remember getting a text, and then I called him later, and he missed another home run same game.
I missed the other one.
He missed another home run. So I think Zion Taylor hit another home run same game.
Was it like 6th, 7th?
It was about the 6th or 7th inning. You know,
chill, bro. It's 2026.
Okay, it's
over. It's over.
But yeah, Zion Taylor hit another home run. He texted, he said, "There's no way he missed another home run by another Gov player." I said, "Hey man, you just got bad timing."
And then this time I was folding clothes. I'm doing laundry. I was putting clothes in the closet or in the bin, wherever they go. Then I hear, home run, Johnson. I said, bro, no way I missed 2 home runs.
You got to stop getting up. You just got to sit there
until
the thing's
lost.
over.
And we still that's where I'm getting at. We still lost. Cole Johnson hitting a grand slam, and he hit 2 home runs that game.
Yep.
So
I caught the first one.
You caught the first one.
I caught the first one.
You caught the first one. Then the second one being a grand slam gave us the momentum. That gave us the lead. That they put us up 6-5. And then, I mean, everything just fell apart, man. A weakness of our baseball team has always been the bullpen. The bullpen has always been – they've been suffering all season. Going from, starting at the beginning of the season against UNLV, we struggled. Eastern Michigan, we struggled a little bit, but we had some pitching dominance from the bullpen. But, yes, this past weekend against Lipscomb, the bullpen was the main problem for us. Hitting the ball has been no problem for us. No problem at all. Offense has never been a problem for a Roland Fanning-led baseball team. It's just always been the pitching, and it's always been the bullpen. Yeah. Always.
What do you think they can do to keep this from being a problem continuously?
I mean, me and Dylan were at Game 3 Sunday.
Hold on. You had your soliloquy. You the expert. So the casual guy come in and get his piece off because then you can preach.
Yeah.
Bro, Sunday was, I think, one of the worst pitching performances I've seen from us of all time
ever.
I've been going to school 6 years. That was not the prettiest experience ever. I mean, I'm not here to trash talk anybody, but y'all know me. If my name Deal, I like to keep it real, right? Brody Landman, bro, you got to retire that slider, gang.
Stop.
You got to retire the slider, bro. It was in between the catcher's legs every time you was in the game. And that's just, maybe you got to, refine it, retune it, whatever. I'm not a baseball guy. So, I can't talk too much trash because, I'm a home run giveaway. If I throw a ball, it's probably at my mama's house. So I'm going to just keep it a bean. But that slider from Brody was just not. It was just not good. It was just not good. And Lipscomb took advantage of that. Yeah. I mean, it seemed like it was Black Friday for all their hitters. I mean, it was just coming up and getting whatever they wanted for cheap. I mean, it was, they scored 11 runs Sunday.
11 runs in the fifth inning? Yeah. I think it was the fifth inning, yeah.
And that was a 45. I could have watched the whole show of Grey's Anatomy. I could watch the whole season of Grey's Anatomy and they were still hitting home runs. So, but we played pretty decent the whole weekend. We just couldn't stop the bleeding from the defense, and those pitchers was just.
Now, game 2, when you have, as you see, Zion hit a 463-foot home run. He sent it. Now, that was game 3. Obviously, they lose 19-5. We're not gonna go deep, dive too much more into that. But game 2, after they lost game 1, they lost game 1 11-8. But they responded. They responded in great fashion. They responded. The pitchers were doing what they were supposed to do. I think game 2, Cody Arrington started off the game. He's still coming from his, he had an injury in his elbow, in his throwing arm. So he's coming off his injury, still recovering. He's still struggling a little bit. But once the bullpen actually surprised me that game. They played pretty decent. They played pretty decent. Actually, let me retract that. DJ Merriweather started Saturday. So DJ Merriweather struck out 4 batters over 4 innings. He's pretty good. He's more of a utility guy. I've learned over the years covering this baseball team. But yeah, the bullpen actually surprised me game 2 on Saturday. And then game 3, man, I mean, as we said, just a manslaughter before our eyes. Me and Dylan left in the 5th inning. I said, "Hey, bro, take me home, bro. There's nothing more to watch here." Yeah. But yeah.
Then we seen Schmitty in the parking lot with all gloves and merch on, looking like somebody happy uncle to be a part of the team. He had the hat, the shirt, the khaki.
He had the khaki shorts. The khaki shorts is what got me. Yeah. My bad. Shout out to
Schmitty.
Shout out to Schmitty, man. But we brought in 6 bullpen pitchers during Sunday's game.
In the 5th inning.
In the 5th inning. That's when they had their 11-run inning. 6 bullpen pitchers. I got the notes right here.
Pull them up.
Colin Carney, right-handed. Aaron Lewis, right-handed. Brody Lamon, your guy.
That's not my guy. Hey, Brody, you cool and all, bro? That's word on the street. That's Smitty's guy. You cool and all, big bro, but you is not my A-list. No count.
And then Brody Lamb, you put Elijah Underhill. He's more of a utility guy as well, but he didn't even pitch an inning. He didn't even get out the inning.
I think he got four.
Yeah, he got 4 pitches. It was like he threw 4 pitches, and then he said, "Come on." And then they put in Drew DeLucia, and then as a right. So Coach Fannin put in all righties, no lefties, all righties coming out of the bullpen. As you see, there's some injuries going on between Kay Shadwell, Caleb Appleby. Those are your 2 best guys on the mound, in my opinion. But yeah. Offense has never been the issue. It's always been the bullpen. They played Alabama yesterday. They put up a decent game against Alabama yesterday. Dylan Atkins started off the game, even though he did majority of hitting. Chance Cox came in and relieved him. And then Ray Velasquez picked up his 5th home run in the season. So, yeah, like I said, the pitching has always been an issue. The bullpen pitching has always been an issue. I hope we get it fixed towards we face conference play. I think we face Central Arkansas next this weekend at Central Arkansas. So, and then we face Tennessee. So I hope, I really, Coach Roland Fannin, I really hope we figure out the bullpen. And, if we figure out the bullpen, we'll be unstoppable.
With players like Zion Taylor and Cole Johnson making all of the scores, how can the rest of the team, step up? And
my thing is, like you said, injuries. You had a list full of injuries to your top guys, but it's all about filling in the roles, right? I pick a lot from Zay Norman. I pick a lot from his brain. He's saying football, do your, 111, something like that? Do your 111, right? How many players on the diamond on the defense? I don't know. I say I'm a casual, so be real with me. Is it 9?
I think it's 9.
All right, so cool. Do your 1-9, and you'll be fine. There you go right there. Do your 1-9, and you will be fine. We seen a number of plays Sunday against Lipscomb. Our shortstops couldn't even catch the ball. So that was a big problem. Our pitchers, we could have turned 2 pretty easily. I think when they scored 4 runs in the 5th inning, we could have turned 2 easily, got a double play, and got up out of there. Pitcher can't catch a routine ground, turn to second. He threw it in slow-mo, 30% speed to get it to first. Runner was safe. So it's things like that, just filling in the gaps, do what you need to do, and you'll be fine. You don't have to, be a superstar to fill in somebody's role. You don't have to fill their shoes. Just fill the void. Don't fill the shoes, fill the void. Step in. when you can and do what you need to do to get 3 outs and get the bats back humming. But until the end, I mean, I don't know, man. But I trust Fannin. At the end of the day, I trust Roland Fannin. I trust them green shoes, them green wristbands to get us to a decent spot in the gold division in the A-Sun bracket. And I feel like, we can always make a puncher's chance because, like Clayton loves to say in basketball, it's all when you come down to March where Roland Fannin knows how to get it done in the postseason. Somehow, some way, he gets it done in the postseason despite the pitchers, despite injuries, despite, having a slow day with the bats. He just finds a way to get it done. So I think we can make some shape.
Hey, yo, before you switch to softball, Sarah, when you talk about turning two, one play that me and Dylan watched, it went back to the pitcher. Pitcher throws to second, and then I think Mason Pangbor was at second. So he tried to throw a one-hopper to Cole.
Oh, man.
When have you tried to see a second baseman throw a one-hopper to the first baseman on a double play?
Who's 6'5"?
Who's 6'5"? He don't need no one-hopper.
Do it at his ankles.
At his ankles. Like, come on. Like, the fielding has been a problem. And like you said, the top guy's been out. Andres Matias was A-Sun Player of the Week a couple weeks ago, and he was out. That's your shortstop right there. So you had to fill in the role. But yeah, we can go ahead and switch on to softball.
He's ready. He's done.
My blood pressure high talking about this team, man.
Hey, it was nasty.
It was nasty.
Well, softball faced a tough conference over this weekend as well. They had a tough time. They faced North Alabama this past weekend and went 1-2 in the series. Game 1, they won 8-0 with 5 innings. Alana Jones, went the distance, tossing 5 innings, allowing just 1 hit and 2 batters, picking up her 12th win of the season. And Bree Howard hit the go-ahead 3-home run to force a run rule on Game 1 of Saturday's doubleheader. Just an all-around great performance in Game 1. Game 2, we lost 5-0. Tough performance. North Alabama, Olivia Wilkin threw a shutout. Sorry, I combined all those words together. Threw a shutout. We've got that up there for you.
You can see Smitty up there at the top of the cage.
Smitty
is all red. Look like you're on the barbecue grill.
And then for Game 3, we also lost a 5-4. It was a 4-0 North Alabama through 5 innings of play, but late home runs by Bree Howard and Ashlyn Delaney tried to make a run, but it just wasn't enough. The Govs are now 19-12 overall and 3-3 in conference play. What do you guys think the Govs need to do to get back on track, especially in conference play soon?
When you start your season with you start your first 10 games away, and then you come back home 5-0 during the Governor's Classic, and then going 4-0 in the Kathy Maynard Invitational. They play better at home. The environment at Kathy Maynard Park has always been some type of special. Bree Howard, such a phenomenal player, a phenomenal outfielder. We see her. She hit her 15th home run this past weekend, but we not crediting her defense. When a ball gets thrown out to center field, she has an arm on her.
Glue.
That's glue. I'm telling you.
Glue in the glove.
I seen when North Alabama hit I think it was a fly out to center field. Bree Howard threw from center field to home with one throw. There was no cutoff. There was no, it was straight to the catcher at home. But like you said, they struggled, especially in Game 2, man. They couldn't really find any offense. In Game 2 with, I forget the pitcher's name for North Alabama, but I took my time from baseball to softball, so I was kind of in between both. But yeah, she threw a shutout. We just couldn't get the bats hot with her. And then Game 3, I think for the first 4 to 5 innings, we couldn't get the bats hot, but Bree Howard sparked us with that home run. And then Ashlyn Delaney hitting her first home run of the season, which is big because usually Natalie Burns plays catcher, but she was behind the plate this weekend. So she had a big performance. But yeah, I think they can turn it around. I think their next game against Murray State either today or tomorrow. It's today. Zay on the 1s and 2s. Remind me, but yeah, I think they can get the bats out. I think they go into conference play too. I think they face Central Arkansas right after they face Murray State. So yeah, is it at home? Is it in Conway?
Yeah,
so baseball and softball play in Conway against Central Arkansas, and I can't wait to see how that turns out, especially for baseball.
I think we've been playing okay. Like baseball is kind of different. It's similar to basketball in the schedule. You play so many times within a week, but it's all about putting it together, right? So, like you said, we lost baseball 1-2. This weekend you lost 1-2. It's all about winning the series. You necessarily don't have to split it, but you necessarily don't have to just outright win it, but you at least have to split it, right? So 1-2 is not going to get it done in conference play. You have until beginning middle of May Then you have the ASUN championships around and all of that stuff. The way baseball do it in the ASUN is kind of different because all these Florida teams, you have gold division, ultralight division, silver division.
Yeah, it's a lot of divisions.
You got like 3 divisions, Smitty. Two divisions, but they got all different names. It's not just conference. You got these divisions, they come with points. It's a whole ordeal, and we're gonna get you right. But Bree Howard, like you said, love Bree Howard. She was a phenomenal player. She got that fire in her that you see in your superstar players, right? She got hit by a pitch in that Sunday game. Hit by a pitch, ump says no. Sister, you're not getting it, right? So then she gets I want to say she got struck out, or no, she got a hit and made it an extra base. I went back and saw the replay. She was most definitely clear. She was safe. And they called her out. She goes back to that dugout. I don't know what words she said, but I definitely know they were not repeatable on air. I mean, she was livid. She was not the happiest camper for the softball team. And that showed me right then and there, oh, that's the superstar. That's the big dog. That's what everything goes to. So Bree Howard is the engine. She's the Rolls Royce of this softball team. But she's a phenomenal outfitter, like you said. But the pitcher from, why am I blanking on the team?
North
Alabama,
Yeah.
Olivia Wilkin. Good God Almighty.
Good God Almighty.
She is phenomenal. I did leave Sunday to go watch baseball, unfortunately. I should have stayed at softball.
You should have stayed at softball.
I should have stayed at softball.
You should have stayed at softball.
But, I mean, she was just putting us in, tough waters all game long on Sunday. Whether it was that rise ball and then we just couldn't time it and she was leading us into, like, high flyouts or situations like that. She was just placing her pitches on the right marks at the right time, forcing us into tough double plays when we did get on base, the rare times that we did, or just being selective with how she pitched. And pitching is like it's almost like chess almost. You put it right here. Okay, then I'm gonna give you 2 fastballs. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, you saw them? Boom, catch this down low. It's just it's so methodical, and I love the way she did it. She played a phenomenal game. And, like I said, I give credit where credit's due to any athlete. Y'all heard me on the first episode. I was very critical of Tate McCubbin and, what he had throughout the duration of the season. And despite this being a rival, Olivia Wilkin, you get, you on my A-list. Maybe we need to make it a segment. D-Walt's A-list.
D-Walt's A-list?
Maybe you don't like that. We got guests in here today, and the guests keep giving me side eyes. We got to shun them away. But she definitely makes the A-list because she played phenomenal. She did her thing, and she led her team to 2 big wins here at Kathy Maynard Park.
Yeah. Speaking of Kathy Maynard, the environment's just amazing. What do y'all think just a win at home means for our team?
A lot. A whole lot, man. When you got Schmitty calling the game behind you, man. Schmitty, when he calls games, man, he gets fired up talking about this baseball team. I mean, not baseball, softball team. It's fun. Smitty's fun to watch. Smitty's fun to listen to. I listened to him, when I went back home to do some more free labor for my dad on Sunday. I listened to him on the way back home, and he calls a phenomenal game. But back to the topic at hand, Kathy Maynard Park holds such a special place in my heart when it comes to softball, man. It's like Bree Howard, Emily Baker, Shammy Sheelander. These players have a certain type of standard that are like just above the plate. You know what I'm saying? I'm picking up off you. Pitching is a chess game. It's a very chess game. So, like you said, 2 fastballs, boom, boom. Well, hey, you're talking with the baseball guy. You're talking with the king. So, when you talk, when you talk with the baseball, so baseball, softball.
Fall in line.
When talk about baseball, softball, when you talk about pitching, man, it's more so of a mental game. It is a mental strategy. So, bam, if this player at the plate is not good at hitting fastballs, throw fastballs. Yeah. Throw inside fastballs. Throw low and out fastballs. If they're not good at hitting off speed, which Olivia Wilkin, North Alabama on Saturday, we couldn't hit her off speed pitch all day. That's why she shut us out. We could not hit an off speed pitch off Olivia Wilkin, which that takes a lot of credit. She was throwing changeups, sliders, curveball. She was eating, bro.
She was elite, bro. Yeah. But yeah, Kathy Maynard is, when the fans get involved, it was hard for them to do that on Saturday. But when they do get involved, it's a very electric place to be. And I think that's all of our sports arenas. F&M Bank, RIP to the Dunn Center. But, a lot of people don't show up for volleyball. That's just the truth.
That's the truth.
Yeah, we haven't been good in 2 seasons. But Kathy Maynard Park, Joe Maynard Park for the baseball team, those 2 places are just electric when the fans are alive and the team is doing alive. And even though we struggled, once Bree hit that home run to put us back into within distance, it was pretty entertaining to hear from on the other side. You could hear them from across the street. I'm pretty sure I heard Smitty as well once Bree hit the home run.
No, you
But
definitely did.
Yeah, it's just a fun place to be. And shout out to those the people at the concession that sell the nachos. They need to give us just a little bit more cheese. I don't pay $1 for extra cheese and still have more chips than cheese. That's all I'm saying.
You're speaking facts. You're speaking facts.
All I'm saying.
But that's just not softball. That's all arena.
Yeah, that's all.
F&M. That's
all.
Joe Maynard.
But Kathy Maynard is beautiful though.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Well, let's take a quick look at the rest of our spring sports and see what everyone's been up to. First, we've got women's lacrosse. They took a tough loss to Liberty this past Saturday, 24-7.
Yeesh.
They're on the road this week, facing an ASUN opponent, Queens, in Charlotte, North Carolina. So we're excited to see.
We was at that game.
We was at that game, man.
And I left.
How was it?
Yeah.
And I left.
Dylan was. He showed up. Number one, you showed up late. You showed up late. Then, not even 20 minutes. He's like, all right, I'm going.
Yeah, I was going at like the 8-minute
not
mark.
even 20 minutes, and now I'm gone. But yeah, I left.
It was like 8-0.
It was 8-0 in the second quarter, and I was debating
They
on
got
staying.
mercy rule, or is that not?
I don't think there's a mercy rule.
That's a running clock. That's a
I
running
got
clock.
you.
I
Shout
think
out,
it's a running-
if Smitty wasn't here, we wouldn't know a lot of
See, I
things
should've
about
known
these
that.
foreign
Sorry,
sports. So shout out
Shout
to our fan
Smitty.
crew.
Shout out Smitty.
Yeah, but let's just check in on just women's tennis. The women's tennis team defeated Cumberland University 7-0 on Senior Day, and their next game will be Florida International in Jacksonville, Florida. And so we're really excited to just see what they've got going on. Keeping it on the courts, we'll just touch in with men's tennis. They secured a 5-2 victory over Cumberland on Senior Day as well this past weekend. So both our teams doing good.
Yep.
Now we're going to head over to Govs Golf. Jack Dyer competed as an individual, shot 4 under 140, and took home third place. The team was in 8th place overall after the first two rounds of the Austin Peay Intercollegiate this past Monday at Greystone Golf Club. We went out to Dixon, Tennessee to Greystone Golf Club for the Austin Peay tournament, and we got some clips of the guys playing and some interviews from Zach Olson and Grady Cox, so we're just going to pull those up for you.
Fun to be hosting. Never done that before, so it's really cool to kind of know the ins and outs of hosting. The week was tough. Tough weather yesterday. Didn't play how I wanted to, but good to end it on a high note today. Yeah, I think patience is the key word. It's not going to come easy. It hasn't come easy, but sticking together as a team and making sure that we, push each other and hold each other accountable. That's been great. And I think just for the future, just keep doing what we're doing. We're working hard. We're staying the course. So if we can do that, continue to stay patient, I think we'll be all right.
First time here. Greystone's awesome track. They did a great job hosting, and it's just a lot of fun. It's trending up. It's awesome. I feel like I got a lot of time in the winter to work on my ball striking, work on a lot of things. And so I feel like everything's going to start piecing together from tournament to tournament. So hopefully we get ready for this postseason.
Dylan, can you tell us a little bit more about that? Come on.
I'm sorry. You looked right there at me.
Sorry.
But
Come on, man. Finish golf.
Yeah, Greystone Golf Club. I like Greystone Golf Club. It's one of my favorite courses in the state of Tennessee that I've been to. But the team played well. They placed 8th in their intercollegiate, like you heard in the video. This was the first time hosting in 2 years. They haven't hosted since 2023. Zach and Grady both. That was their first time being part of a collegiate team and hosting. So it's kind of cool to see the hosting side of things, like they said. But it was pretty good. I was able to catch Grady in the middle of a hot streak. He had just hit 2 birdies. Well, he had hit 2 birdies with him for 2 holes. He hit 2 birdies. So I was kind of his good luck charm going through. If anybody know Greystone, it's a pretty tough course. It's very hilly. It was in beautiful condition. The grass looked good. The tee boxes looked cut. They looked trimmed to a tee. The greens, well, they looked like they were rolling fast, but it looked pretty fun overall. They played pretty solid. Even like you said, Jack Dyer, he played phenomenal. He finished top 10. Zach Olsen finished top 15, if I'm not mistaken. So it was just a fun time to be out there with the boys. I love a good, I love golf now. It's one of my favorite sports. All of a sudden, you know how I get. I'm not loyal like my favorite player, so my favorite sport changes every other week. So
You can't be talking about my favorite player like that, man.
That's my favorite. I was born before you, so technically he was my favorite player before he was your favorite player. Shout out Kevin Durant.
Shout out Kevin Durant.
Yeah, he was top 5 in NBA scoring all time. So one of the GOATs, man, one of the GOATs. But Greystone was fun though. Greystone was fun. So if you have you ever been to a golf?
I've been to a golf course before, just not Greystone.
Never a
No.
tournament? I know you ain't been. We are talking about it.
I ain't been.
But
I
let me
gotta
tell you,
go. I
go
like
to a
it.
golf tournament.
Yeah.
Get you some entertainment, beverages and things of that nature. Have a good
I'm
time.
trying
on
to,
the
I
Insane.
promise.
Yeah, and just have a good time. Wear your nice little Lululemon skirt with a nice little boom, and just have fun. Go with some friends. Get on the car. It's really fun. I really enjoy it. It's pretty cool. Don't go on a hot day though. This is the perfect time to go.
The heat.
Yeah, don't go on like May,
spring
June.
season is perfect for it.
Yeah.
But the women were also in Nashville this weekend. They placed 8th as well after their first round in the Nashville Invitational in Hermitage on Monday. So they had their big thing. They placed 8th as well. Did y'all go anything about that?
I didn't get to go out there to Nashville to Hermitage. But
Yeah.
Hermitage is a pretty nice course around this time of the year too. I've been, but I didn't get to go. But Hermitage is a pretty nice course.
But Gov's Track also had a big weekend. Their senior Amani Sheriff came in first place in the long jump, and they earned 6 top 3 finishes on the final day of the Murray State Margaret Invitational. I'm sorry, y'all. Invitational. This is too many words today. But finally, let's wrap things up with our soccer team because I'm done talking. So they're going to kick off their spring season at Morgan Bros Field against Southern Illinois this weekend. And remember, they just added assistant coach Chloe Marquez to their team ahead of their spring season. So we're just super excited to see what's in store for them.
Yep.
I'm
We'll
excited
be
to go
there.
to some of the soccer games.
I'll be in
I do
attendance.
like soccer. But for every other possible update you could ever possibly need, just go to Let's Go P. Here are our social medias right here popping up for you. And thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
As always, we'll be back next week.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm excited.
Let's go
Let's go
P.
P.